Hi everybody, this is Zombie and welcome to another one of my dungeon boss videos. I've been using the new PvP season system for a good day now, so I thought I'd do another update tonight. I've got some agenda items to go through this time. So my video yesterday was quite ad hoc. I was all excited about the system. I wanted to get something out there pretty quick. So tonight I'll go through a few bits and pieces, maybe shed some light on a few bits of info, and also show you a few oddities. So the first one, we'll kick things off with a bit of a weird thing. So I attacked this guy earlier today called Mongo Only Pawn, and he decided to do a revenge attack, which, you know, don't blame him. So I thought I'd go and check it out because it seemed quite interesting. But he attacked me with just jabber. I mean, I don't quite get it, what he was trying to achieve. It's pretty funny, to be honest. Maybe you just wanted to get on the video, but yeah, I mean, there he is. So let's give him his 15 minutes of fame. Well, not quite 15 minutes. Let's speed this up. It's going to be more like 15 seconds. MK does his thing and splat, gone. There you go. Thank you, very only Mongo Only Pawn. I appreciate your time, and you managed to make it onto one of my videos. Good man. Or good lady, whichever one you are. So one odd thing about that, though, of course, and we're seeing these glitches now coming through, and I think this is something that the devs are going to get working out. You can see here that Archangel Emily was supposed to have done some damage there, but you're clearly seeing the replay that didn't happen. So either the stats are wrong or the replays are wrong. I also posted a video earlier about a bug that, or potential hack, I think it's a bug, that the devs are going to need to look into because it's all very odd. It's giving us weird information. But I think we're all patient enough to understand that it's a new system. There are going to be some kinks to iron out. So, you know, it's all good. Anyway, to my progress so far then, I am, where are we? I'm currently in now Legend 3 and I'm working my way through that. So some lovely rewards there. The last time I looked, I think I was position 37 on the global leaderboard. So let's see if where I am now. Probably been knocked down a bit. There we go, 43. My goal for this season is just to finish in the top 100 so I can get hold of that rune. There is absolutely no way that I intend to compete with the likes of these lot at the top. It boggles my mind the amount of resources that are being poured into this, but from the likes of Underworld and the likes of Mads, they're going to spend a fortune of resources on that. But what's good is that we've got our man, Wood Twist, at position 8. At some point last night he was position 1, but he's kind of ran out of gems and resources now. So a good show so far. We'll see if that continues or not. So some points to make then. So bait teams. People, when I'm going in there and doing some raids, you can still see people using bait teams. Let me make clear to everyone, bait teams are dead. Don't use them. There is absolutely no point in using a bait team now. You will be attacked immediately on sight and destroyed. Don't waste your time. I've probably just seen those bait teams there. People haven't quite realised yet. So, you know, get it out there. Bait teams are dead. There is no benefit now to running a bait team because the points that you get, it's a flat rate, as you can see. It doesn't matter whether this one, if this guy only had Kai stood there, it would still be worth 200 points. That's just how it works now. So try and remember that, guys. So something else to make clear as well, back onto the attack list. This list of people only changes if you defeat one of them or on the hourly cycle. So if you get to a point where you've got 3 guys in here that you don't want to attack because they're super tough, then you're going to need to let the hour pass by for it to reset. If you don't want to reset your winning streak, though, there is a tip for that, and I'll show you that in a minute. But it's kind of, it seems to be how the system's working, and it's got its good and bad points in there. I've tried to avoid a guy, and I lost my winning streak because eventually I got filled up with teams that I knew I couldn't beat. Well, I knew I'd struggle to beat, so I took a chance and lost my winning streak. I think I was up to about 47 wins in a row, but, you know, lost it. Hey-ho, it's the nature of the game. But it got me to Legend 3 anyway, so I'm in with the big boys now, it seems. And it's going to get tougher, I guess. I mean, these teams here, they're not particularly tough at the minute. I'll absolutely destroy these ones when I go through. Yeah, dead. And so dead. Yeah. So, something to point out then. I mentioned about how if you had 3 defenders in here that you didn't want to attack and you wanted to expire the hour, what you can actually do is use a revenge attack. So if you go in here I don't think I can't choose any revenge attacks, but when you click on your revenge, something that setlist in our glorious guild master in level cap pointed out is that if you wanted to, so he summed up the whole revenge thing, and point one, it pays less trophies because you don't get the multiplier if you do a revenge. So these are things to remember. It resets your 1 hour streak, your 1 hour win streak, sorry, timer if you win. So that's the bit there that I mentioned. If you've got a if you're on a winning streak and you've got 3 defenders that you don't want to attack, wait for half an hour or whatever to pass, or the last 5 minutes, then do a revenge attack, and it will reset your timer. So then when the extra half an hour passes by and that list of defenders in here resets, you'll have a whole bunch of new people to attack and you won't have lost your winning streak. So it's quite a handy tip. The other point to remember is it costs a raid ticket. But, you know, if you want to really make use of that winning streak and you've got those guys in there that you don't want to attack, it's a very good tip from setlist there. So try and remember that one, guys. Next, we've got a summary of defense teams then. So what I'm finding with defense teams now is that, so overnight, I think I was only attacked about 2 times, 3 times, where I've seen other members in level caps, and also when you look at people's progress in here, top players, you see some crazy amount of attacks that have gone off. So 26, 10, all these losses that are happening. And in the lower leagues, you see even more. What seems to me is that you need to have a team that deters people. So if you've got a team that looks like it knows what it's doing, and you've got good runes on there, so the runes on my guys here give you a preview of what these lot are running. So you're familiar with MK, for example. Someone looks in there and they see, oh shit, I mean, oh, bad language there, Zombie. Oh dear me, look at all of his superiors. If they've got someone else to attack, they're probably going to go for him. So I think there's going to be a lot of that deterrent factor that's going to be included in this now, which is pretty good because no team is infallible. You can beat any team at the moment on defense, so scare them off and then you might save some of your gold and your honor points. For attack, what I've been using then, and I'll share this with you guys, so the first principle really behind this one I've kind of realized is that before in PvP, because I wasn't, so this is new to me, this might not be particularly new to you guys out there that are really experienced and love PvP, but what I was doing with my PvP heroes is ruining them for just pure attack. I wanted them to obliterate the enemy no matter what. And I didn't care if I actually lost. And I didn't care if I chose something that wasn't far right either. But now that I actually care about it, because I don't want to have a loss on my hands because of that reset of the winning streak, because that's how you make your real progress in this. What you need to do, or what I've needed to do, is actually do a bit of fine-tuning on my runes for my heroes. So for example, let's go take a look at Kozar. What I found on occasion is that when they were running someone like MK or Shade or Shadowblade, and if they attacked Kozar, he was quite vulnerable, he was dying. So what I've gone and done is replaced his blue crit rune with that, actually. So to try and boost him up. I wanted to make a superior one, but I've not got the materials for it, so I've got to save up for that, and I'll convert that to a superior at some point, I hope. But that gave him a bit more survivability. I may well be doing the same with the likes of MK. So the guys in the various chat rooms online, one of the chaps, I think is called Ace something or other, I can't remember his name, sorry mate. He was saying about how he goes for a 4K, and by that, he's on about he aims for an attack of 4,000 and a defense of 4,000 as well. And then you've got a lot of survivability, and MK is still useful. So I might give that a go, give it a bit of an experiment and see how it pans out. A lot of people are fielding Shadowblade at the minute, and it's pretty annoying because he does a lot of damage to single targets. And he does a lot of damage to single targets that are yellow heroes. So I was lucky enough to be able to craft that. So I put that immediately on Zen. So you're looking at dark resist and also damage from rogues. So when the likes of Shadowblade try and does his first attack from the shadows or whatever it's called, he's now actually standing up to it really well. And I've also made him some other good runes, which I was channeled quite a bit of resources into, but we won't talk about that. Bear that in mind, you know, you need to survive that initial blast, just as ever in PvP, but now it actually has an impact because of that winning streak, so don't squander it. Teams in general that I've been using, what's working for me then is 3 kind of combinations, and I'll share this with you guys because I'm not in the habit of hoarding this kind of information. I want to get it out there so that your experience of the game is enjoyed as much as me. What I do is, in general, my general attack team is Kozar, Zen, MK and Aria. I've discovered a whole new love for Aria. I was never bothered about her before, and I know the likes of Starscream, for example, he's a big fan of Aria, but I've never really used her a great deal. But for this now, she's actually really useful because of that dodge and the fact that she gives all the other yellow heroes a boost to dodge as well. For example, on this one, so that would be my Kozar, Zen, MK and Aria team, which is my general attack team, and I would probably use that on something like this one. Yeah, I'd use that on this one for sure. And on this one, well, I'd use anyone on that because it's a dreadful team. That's not going to win anything anytime soon. For this one though, with Kai, what I would do is actually use my anti-Kai team. So I would have Kozar, Zen, Shade and Aria. So Shade there to protect Kozar from that debuff from Kai. Nice and simple. And then my last one is an anti-Aria team. We don't have her here, but if I want to fight a team that I'm going against Aria, then I will choose Valkin because he can't miss and he's got his freeze. And also then Zen to speed him up, MK to do his thing, lots of damage, and then Aria on there as well to give that dodge bonus, and the fact that she's actually quite awesome in PvP, I've discovered now. So the good thing about Aria is kind of she doubles up with Kozar. When that initial attack from, in this case it would be Kai, goes off, you've got that chance to revenge with someone like Kozar, or with Aria, because the likelihood is she'll dodge it, she gets to do her counter attack, and then often I'm seeing that she's killing these heroes and actually helping that along, or at least damaging them quite critically. So very, very useful having Aria along, I've discovered. The other thing about Aria is, I'm gonna go check this now, is that, and I'm no Aria expert, so I'm going to have a quick look before I go and embarrass myself by saying the wrong thing. Her first attack, whenever I do it, doesn't seem to miss, and I've been meaning to look this one up. So Sand in the Eyes. It seems to never miss. Now, I don't know whether that's one of her abilities in here or not. I mean, look, that's another good reason why you bring her along with a light team like MK and Zen, because she gets that extra protection and those nice buffs. Oh, I don't know. Well, leave me a comment and see what you think. So she just never seems to miss. Maybe it's just been RNG and I've been extremely lucky. I just don't know, but I'm not complaining. So as I say, I'm going to go through, revise a few runes for some of my attack heroes and see what we can get done. But otherwise, my opinion on this so far is that it's really good. The devs have done a great job and I'm really enjoying this so far, and that's coming from someone who's never really liked PvP. I've never been into it. I've always been more into the whole PvE scene, to be quite honest. So let's do a quick raid anyway and see what we can get done. That's one annoying thing. The heroes just keep moving around all the time, which is really bugging, but never mind. And Aria, she should be down there. Okay, go. There we go. So Aria, you've got that brilliant counter attack, and look, there you go. She squished him. So I really have found a new love for Aria. And even though Kozar's been dumbed down a bit with the that crit rune taken off him, he still packs such a great punch that I'm not really seeing too much of a difference. There you go. Nice and easy. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you might want to see with this whole PvP seasons thing, and I shall attempt to do my best to accommodate. That's all for now, guys. Please do leave comments, questions or suggestions in the comments section below. I'll always try to answer. Remember to check out the rest of my YouTube channel for more Dungeon Boss videos, or search Zombie Dungeon Boss in Google or YouTube for more. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.